doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-man week. Come at you with topics. No, you cannot stop it. Doing things you can't believe.
Alright, welcome back. It's your 3 favorite guys from the 3-Man Weave podcast. It's your boy Cannon and
it's your boy D Hill, aka Hill Gon' Hill. You gotta keep it simple, baby.
AJ, El Presidente.
You know it.
El Presidente Top Brass. My guys. So, before we get into it, let me I want to give a couple shout outs to a couple people who helped us out along the way. Want to give a shout out to Marty McFly at McFly Customs. If y'all don't know who he is, check him out. He looked out for us on the shirts. He can get you anything you need, from jerseys, t-shirts, whatever. Also want to shout out Marty G on IG. He did the intro for us, and also want to shout out my homeboy A.U. Wood. Good looking out for all the support, fellas. And my man Hill's gonna let y'all know where y'all can follow us at.
Easy, keep it simple. 3-Man Weave _ email podcast.3.man.weave. That's all you need, baby.
Alright, first, before we get into it, last week we dropped the first episode.
Nah. I gotta cut you off.
Cut me off? Go ahead, do your thing.
We gotta hurry up in it. We gotta address the elephant in the room.
Let's get it.
Why you let that man eat his fruit stack?
What?
Why you let that man eat AJ fruit snacks?
Thank you.
Hey, he left him. I had nothing to do with it.
But you act like you wasn't gonna see him again though. Like he just
Exactly.
like he asked you to save his fruit
right
snack.
after that.
Bro, this is some off the air stuff. Listen, I had a lot to sip, so I won't think about no fruit snacks. Come on, man. Let's get back to the show. What's important, man? Listen, now, back to the show. Like, this is what I was saying. Last week, we dropped our first episode, week 1. They tried to catch me off guard, but it's all good. I'm a pro.
There you go.
Week 1, baby. So, we got a lot of feedback out there from the public. And honestly, I would like to say thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Regardless of the feedback, I felt like it was all love. It was all positive. So, I just want to say thank you to anybody who listened, anybody who watched, anybody who plan on watching. What y'all got to say? Come on, fellas.
Canelo!
Come on with that. Come on. You sat here and watched the fight with me now. All right, go ahead.
Man, listen. It was a great fight. It was a tough matchup. But like I said, when it came straight to boxing, I think Canelo had the upper hand in the second fight. And he fought Triple G's fight. He stood in front of him. Triple G is supposed to be that power puncher. He's supposed to be the man that has that loaded hand that can knock you out with one punch. He really couldn't do nothing but land a bunch of jabs all fight. Canelo was able to walk him down. And yes, like I said, he pointed, but Canelo was landing the more meaningful shots. He was landing a lot more powerful shots. You could tell by the copy box numbers, the actual, the punches that were thrown. He was landing those power punches. Those jabs, he was just walking straight through them. Like I said, it was a great fight. I cannot disagree with the 115, 113 card. I cannot disagree with that.
But you know what? I'll jump in real quick and I'll say this before Hill give his rebuttal. If it had went 115, 113 Triple G, I could not have disagreed with that either. So
exactly. It's
all about how you perceive the fight as a judge. I agree with AJ. I think that Canelo landed the more meaningful shots. I mean, some heavy power blows in there. And Triple G, he was consistent, with that jab and with that straight right. It was a good fight.
It was definitely a good fight. I wasn't upset. I ordered the fight. I paid for it. Got my money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
I felt it was more so a draw this fight than it was last fight. I understand he was walking him down. I understand he landed more power punches. I understand what the statistics say. Excuse me.
I hate that word.
I know it's a tongue twister, but I understand what the numbers say. But what does your eye test say? And I understand, like, you was sitting there, you was watching the fight, and it just felt different. It felt Triple G. It felt even towards the end. Now the 12th, he got his ass whipped. In the 12th, excuse my language, but I'm just saying. In the 12th, he didn't help anybody. If that was the case with that 12th round, but I understand. Good fight, Canelo. Good fight, Canelo.
So my thing is, the reason why I just felt like, yeah, you got to kind of start, leaning towards Canelo, just because also, if you start taking things into account, Triple G's the bigger man. He's supposed to be the bigger puncher. He's supposed to be the spirit man. But, his trainer said, he wants Canelo to sit in front of him and fight Mexican style, sit in the middle of the ring and trade blows.
His strategy worked. I mean, he had a great strategy.
Like, Triple G's trainer asked Canelo to do that. Canelo came out there. He was like, all right, I'm going to fight the fight y'all want me to fight.
He did it.
And he typically doesn't fight that way.
I'm the smaller man. Mm-hmm. You are supposed to be the heavier puncher. And you know what?
I'm eating
that, and I'm taking your best shot. I took your best shot 2 fights in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next for him?
So I don't know. Like, you could do a third fight just because I feel like this fight was a little bit, better judged than the first one. But there's some other fights out there, whether it be Charlo fight Triple G or Canelo. I mean, you never know. But I think where the money's at, I feel like you got to go a trilogy. This is boxing. You always want to go for that third fight, especially if you're a big money fight. Go for that third fight. But man, they gotta promote that joint better, yo. Cause like the promotion for this fight was so terrible. Like, I'm a diehard boxing fan, and I forgot this fight was coming up.
Yeah, it wasn't for you. If it wasn't for you, I sure would have forgot.
Mm-hmm. Man, also the fighters gotta help in the promotion. It's like I felt like they really ain't want to fight. Triple G people didn't really want it until that money landed on that front door, and then they're like, yeah, we'll take it, But at first they ain't want it because of all the,
all the controversy.
Yeah, so I think the fight suffered because of that. Yeah, normally it does, but I guess because of, like I said before, they were real friends, and when real friends got issues, like sometimes you could, for a moment, you could say, forget the money.
Yeah.
But I guess millions of dollars will make you come back to reality real quick. So
one of y'all for about 10 deals.
let's get it. Put on pay-per-view right now. We can get it, man.
Let's get it. You don't want these hands.
What's up?
I'm Mexican style.
So look, man, we gonna keep it moving real quick. I got a bone to pick with the NFL, man. I can't sit by. I can't be quiet no more, no longer, because as a black man, to me, it's an insult at this point.
Okay.
There's absolutely no reason, in my eyes, other than probably collusion, for the reason that Dez Bryant doesn't have a job right now in the NFL. And I'm saying that as a Redskins fan, so I want y'all to know that there's no bias here on my part. I'm just saying, talent base wise, look at the man's production. Then look at every other NFL team's wide receiving core, mainly the Washington Redskins, the San Francisco 49ers, and a host of other teams who are trash at wide receiver. You are telling me nobody in the NFL has offered this man a respectable deal? That's got to be collusion.
Got to be. It's something.
That's got to be collusion. Let's call it what it is.
They falling in line with that narrative. They falling in line with it. Go ahead, AJ. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. But so, like, I was actually listening to Stephen A. He probably made one of the best points that I've actually ever heard him make on this actual subject with Dez Bryant. What he was saying is the reason why Josh Gordon has a job before Dez Bryant is because Josh Gordon, he has that history. He has that, those suspensions that are hanging over his head. He's, at the end of the day, he knows that he has to be a model citizen or he can be cut. With Dez Bryant doesn't have a history. He doesn't have a troubled past. And so what it seems like what it is you can't hold that over his head to make him, be controllable. Because at the end of the day, you can't say, you have these legal issues, you have this. You are already on a short leash. Dez Bryant has really never done anything to say,
ever.
You are on a short leash, you are on your final straw, and your legal issues and your past or whatever is gonna hang over you. And that's another
He's
thing that was
outspoken.
like,
He's
about
outspoken.
as well. Like,
He's black.
Yeah, like he's outspoken. Like you can't tame him.
He has a negative narrative.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just like creating a murder, yo.
Exactly.
With a negative narrative, it's over.
That's the same reason why Eric Reed don't have a job. I've never even heard Eric Reed speak in my life, but he has that stigma over him that there's nothing that you can hold over his head besides the fact that he's disobedient. He's not going to, let you just run him and, herd him like the rest of your sheep into the pit.
But what is it though? I want to know, what do you two think it is when the NFL owners meet behind closed doors? Why are they saying we cannot? If they are, this is hypothetical. Why are they saying amongst themselves we can't sign Dez Bryant?
Well, this is what Stephen A. loosely quoted said. When it comes to African Americans in sports, I don't know if anybody noticed that teams would prefer a player with a troubled past more so than a person like Colin Kaepernick or Eric Reed. They'd rather have a person that they rather control. That they control than they see the person that's not controllable.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're saying is, let me get one of you niggas and get you in line.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse my language, you guys. Let me get you in line because you ain't got no more chances.
Mm-hmm.
You got one shot over here. You gonna do what we say. More so than a person that they feel that they can't control. They be like, oh, you think you gonna do what you want to do? We the boss. We run things over here. So
tell them about the gun line, boss.
Yeah, tell them about the gun line, boss.
The gun line, man. That's sad. Hill.
Ain't no fences over here in Camp 8.
Hill, you're personally a Cowboys fan. You've seen most of Dez Bryant's snaps over the last few years, up close and personal. What do you think? You think he got something left in the tank? You think he's
plenty
burnt
left
out?
in the tank. My whole issue with Dez was we was using him wrong. I always continuously said that we was using him wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Even his biggest year in 2014, I even said we was using him wrong then.
Mm-hmm.
Like we continuously using him wrong. He's a playmaker. You got to get your playmakers the ball. Move him around, scheme him open, do whatever you got to do, but you got to get your playmakers the ball. Move him around, do what you got to do. We wasn't doing that. We was sticking him on the outside, letting him get double coverage and say, hey, Dez, make a play.
Yeah.
It is what it is. He used to be making those plays because he was an athletic freak.
But he still made the plays.
But now if you go get a coach,
that.
if you go get a coach and you scheme him open, you get him open, hell, make him a number 2. Let him go against lesser DBs
and cook him.
Come on now.
And the thing about what I don't like about the narrative that's going against Dez is they act like, oh, he lost a step and he can't, burn past DBs anymore. Like that's something that he really ever did. He was always a muscle. If you look at, I know they're a little bit bigger, but he's still that physical receiver like Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Marshall. These dudes don't always have, 2 steps on their DB. What they do is they out-muscle them. They get position. They box them out like they're getting a rebound. And that's something that Dez always does. So my whole thing is when they got their quarterback change, and I feel like it was like that, he needs you to be open. He needs that opening like college open.
Correct.
Not, you got somebody kind of like sitting on your back, but you go muscle them and box them out and use strong hands to get it. Mm-hmm. That's where I feel like they are able to paint that narrative.
He's learning, bro.
Dad's doing the same thing he always did.
But I'm saying Dak is learning. There's both of those guys are young enough. There was no reason to abort the mission.
I agree.
There was no reason for that.
I agree. I always said that we needed one more year to get together.
And even if, bro, this is what bothers me so much. Dez got so much talent in my eyes that if I was Jerry Jones, I would just say, look, come on back, bro.
I'm
saying
too much talking.
Too much talking and all that, but that's personal. This is business. Look, the Cowboys need wide receiver production.
Do we?
I feel like y'all do. That he can provide. I'm not saying that y'all are desperate like other teams that I named earlier.
No, I agree with you saying.
But I'm just saying, like, it ain't gotta be. He knows he's not gonna get the mega deal. He just wants a respectable deal for the type of work that he's put in, that he deserves, that most of the other players who've earned their take or their keep is getting. He just may be more outspoken. I don't think because he's outspoken that he should lose his bag. And
I feel like now they can say, hey, you had a team that wanted you. Baltimore offered you a multi-year deal. You were trying to bet on yourself. And I think that's the kind of leverage that they're going to use against you.
That's negative. He did the same thing that every other free agent been doing Every year.
Thank
He
you.
wanted
That's-
a 1 year prove it deal.
Yeah.
He didn't want a 3 year deal. He wanted a 1 year prove it deal like everybody else be getting. And now all of a sudden, it's his fault that he want to prove
let's
himself.
be real, AJ. If you a free agent wide receiver on the market, you want to go play for the current Baltimore Ravens before the season starts? Just looking at them.
Bro, absolutely not.
Okay,
Come on. I'm not saying that's how. I'm not saying that's his fault. I'm saying how they able to pin that on him.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Now
saying,
I
like,
agree with that.
You had your chance, bro. Like somebody was offering you a 3-year deal, but he didn't want to take it.
But if I'm looking for talent, I'm a GM. Why do I care what anybody's already offered you? If I'm looking at my roster, I don't have the production I need. I have cap space. It's a no-brainer, and that's why to me it appears to be collusion.
I got 1 more week for me though. If I'm dead, you got 1 more week to holler at me, or I'm just gonna sit out this year and just recover, get my body right, and just show up next off season. I got 1 more week. If that's me.
But if you sit out the year, does it make it even harder for you to get a job next year?
People have done it. I mean, what's the difference with him being injured?
But he ain't injured.
Hey, Mike Vick spent some years in jail, came back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I mean, people spend years. I mean, take time off.
Absolutely.
It's possible. So all right, we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. What y'all got? Who got something? Let's change the narrative.
Did y'all see that NBA list?
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about it.
I mean, we can go ahead. I mean, we got LeBron number 1, Steph number 2,
Yeah.
James Harden number 3.
Number 4 is where I get.
That's where we're gonna start right there. We
Yeah.
got a tie. We got a tie with KD
Ain't no tie. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
and with Giannis. First off, why KD not number 2?
Exactly.
Let's get that straight. Why he not number 2?
Yeah, because Steph should be number 4. Let's be real.
Let's keep it. Let's go ahead and swap them. Ain't no tie.
Yeah, because Steph can shoot. KD can do it all, man.
Why is Anthony Davis behind them?
I don't know why he's behind Giannis. They fell in love with Giannis this year, man.
He's a freak.
He is,
He's
man.
a freak. But let's not get it twisted. He ain't KD and he ain't Anthony Davis.
He definitely ain't KD. I think
Has he ever even got out the first round?
Ultimate disrespect to KD, man.
Has he ever even got out the first
He's
round?
never won a chip.
Please, somebody let me know if the Greek Freak ever got out the first round. Not the chip. I said the first round. That's what. Get out the first round for you crank top 5. You holler at me.
And my issue with, like, I feel like KD, yes, I know people hate his decision of where he went, but it ain't like KD won't doing the same thing that he was doing when he was Oklahoma. KD is still a dog. KD still taking over.
Still a dog.
Like, people hate that he went to Golden State. Yeah, all right. But you can't discredit that man as being the number 2 player on the planet right now. KD is a dog. He took over. He went to that team and made it his team.
Yeah.
Shout out to the easy money sniper. Look,
Okay,
I'm a fan of KD. I don't care about the decision. That's his personal decision. I didn't personally like it as a basketball move, but I still respect the man as a baller. Like, come on now.
That's more so of a legacy ranking, not
Yeah.
a right now ranking.
Yeah.
They ain't changed nothing what he done.
Nothing, bro.
All right, we got Russell. We got Westbrook at number 7. We got Kawhi at number 8. We got Joel Embiid at number 9. And we rounding out with top 10. We got Damian Lillard. Any issues right here in the top 10 with y'all?
I mean, it's hard to argue once you get back there. You can, but I choose not to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Joel Embiid still top 10? He really top 10?
Not in my eyes, but I can't.
who'd you say?
Joel Embiid.
He top 10 right now? Have we seen enough?
Not in my eyes, but in a lot of
60
people,
games this year, right?
they believe
That's
he
a lot
is.
of games. I ain't. That's enough.
And it's when he's in there, he does dominate.
This is his first season playing like 60. I mean, so altogether, has he even played like at least 90 games in his career?
Nah, I mean.
But he's dominating when he's in there, and that's what they're going to say. If you say, have we seen enough? He made it through last season. He made it all the way through.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
And he dominated when he played. He got to be up there. I don't think there's a big man who could,
I mean, a healthy Boogie.
Of course, a healthy Boogie.
A
But
healthy
unfortunately,
He ain't healthy. With a healthy Boogie, I'm just saying, I'm showing some love. But all right, we got the rounding out for the 11 through 20. We got Chris Paul, Nikola Jokic, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, Victor Oladipo, Draymond Green,
he shot himself up, man.
Karl Anthony Towns,
He glowed up.
Ben Simmons, Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving.
Oh, man.
Who doing this poll?
Yeah, because Klay Thompson need to be way ahead of some of them other people.
Wait, what?
In my
And
eyes.
Victor Oladipo
Yeah.
is 15.
Yeah, I got Klay Thompson ahead of Victor. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm
Come on,
sorry.
I got Klay Thompson over Victor Oladipo as well.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like Klay Thompson.
Oh,
He
here we
shouldn't
go.
be over some people just because.
Here we
like I
go.
said, like Klay Thompson, he knows how to play his role. And he does it amazing. Klay Thompson he's a spot up shooter and he's a defender.
And what more do you want from a 2-guard?
But I'm saying though, like
Nah, when you on this top, when you on the top list, you the man.
You need to be the man. Klay Thompson is the third scoring option on this team, but it's arguably he's the fourth best player on this team if you consider what Draymond do.
No, I don't. I'm not even going to go. I'm not going to
I
get into that.
I said arguably. It could be argued Draymond is the third most important player to that team.
Draymond is important. Draymond is the heart and soul. Draymond shouldn't be 16 in the top 20. I don't care. Like, I'm sorry. You being the heart and soul don't make you good. Like, I mean, come on now. Like,
Klay Thompson can do a lot on that court,
who's
man.
doing this list, bro? We didn't. Yo, Ben Simmons is 18.
All this could have been
Come
better.
on, it's like Ben Simmons is 18 right now already. Where's Donovan Mitchell in? That's the case.
Let's do a list.
I want to enter in a free throw contest with Ben Simmons to see who wins.
Probably Ben
I got
Simmons.
50 on me.
I feel. No, I'm betting on AJ, bro.
I got 50
I'm betting.
on me.
I'm betting on Ben.
Ben can't shoot.
I know he can't, but I'm just betting on the NBA, man. If it's a contest,
Jokic, Nikola Jokic is at 12. What team you play for, Kenny?
Couldn't tell you.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Couldn't tell you if I wanted to.
We can transition if we want to.
What team does he play for?
Top 20. That's
The
all I'm saying.
Nuggets.
So I can know for future
Yeah, it's the Nuggets.
for future references.
We can transition if you want to, because Jokic is number 12.
And he's better than Klay Thompson.
That's basketball reparations.
Yeah,
You got to get the quote unquote fan favorite in there. somewhere.
Jokic.
That's
Hey, someone get Hill, man. Hey, come on, pull it up, Hill.
hell gonna hell regardless. baby.
Regardless, bro. Jokic is at 12, bro. Come on, man. Let's go, man.
Hey, well, I mean,
So look, while we on the NBA, it's been a lot of movement. What y'all think about all the new people in different places this year in the NBA? We got Bron in LA. We got Kawhi in Toronto. You know, what y'all think? Is the East Coast done? You know, or you know,
Nah, the East Coast is wide open. It's still a two-man race in my eyes.
Celtics and who?
Sixers.
yeah, East Coast not done. East Coast is like, it's been modified. LeBron gone, now you got two other teams at the top that's gone. You know, really
Modified.
last year we thought it was going to be the Cavs and the Celtics. Now it's the Cavs and the Sixers. I mean, I don't really see nobody else that's really going, you know.
You mean the
pose
Celtics?
You mean the
much of a
Celtics and the
threat.
Sixers?
Celtics
You mean
and
the
the Sixers.
Celtics and the Sixers?
Yeah, I mean, have the Wizards even won 50 games yet in our lifetime?
Yeah, man.
I think it's time to break the Wizards up, honestly, just because I'm not sure.
Break it up with who?
But I'm saying
The whole
like,
thing.
I
The
don't
whole
know,
thing.
but,
It's
like,
not gonna work.
They reached their ceiling.
Yeah.
They reached their ceiling.
Mhm.
It's not more that you can do with it. I feel like
They draft good players, but they
I
don't
love
develop
DC.
them for some reason.
I'm sure they could probably get somebody to come to DC, but I'm just not sure what they can do with John Wall and Bradley Beal.
Nobody
being
coming to
these
DC,
types of guys.
man.
Yeah, it's all
Nobody coming to DC, bro.
They came by now.
Thank you, man. And if KD didn't want to come here, it's over, bro.
I feel you, though. I wouldn't want to come home either, though. I mean,
Too much trouble.
yeah, I ain't coming home.
All the big stars who come to DC, not particularly the Wizards, but who just come to DC, man, they fall off, man. They be in the clubs. We used to see them, you know.
Nah,
Shut
Albert
up.
Hayes weren't being pretty good.
No, he didn't, bro. But this the thing. Even the not so good players, like players who were maybe drafted in the second or third round, who got a lot of potential, they come to DC and they just do the same thing too. They go to the club, they be out late like they made it, man. And I know that's just that's their job. I shouldn't be judging their life, but I'm just saying, look at the results, man. Look at the people who made it, and look at the people who did.
How y'all feel about the Raptors, though? Like, I feel the Raptors didn't do nothing. Okay, they got Kawhi. Okay, you traded DeMar DeRozan. I believe that's the Superman, not the Spider-Man meme when they point to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. Okay, like you still have Kyle Lowry that turns to a whole thought in the playoff, like a whole thought.
I would have got rid of Lowry if I could have.
If anything, like that's the one I'm gonna get rid of.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, Kawhi's not. I mean, let's see what Kawhi can really do outside of the Pop system. Like, let's be honest. Pop made him.
Well, I ain't gonna say all that now.
Pop made him. I'm gonna say all that.
Half-
And you gonna see a different DeRozan in
Kawhi's
San
game
Antonio.
is defense. You think Pop made that?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna give him that. But his offensive
Thank
skills
you.
too.
No.
Thank
His
you.
offensive. He had a luxury to
Now,
develop.
yes, he did, and he's a product of a system. But I'm not gonna say that Kawhi didn't have a part in it. Like, come on now, like he gotta have some of the credit.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying that, he's solely to blame, but to me, when you have a great coach can do so much more because he can also take some of that pressure off of you. So, yeah, he got Kawhi in an amazing position, and then his system is so amazing, a lot of the pressure that will fall on another player at another place don't have to necessarily fall on.
Yeah.
Can you name a player other than Steven Jackson that excelled outside of San Antonio? Thank you. A healthy Celtics can actually win the championship.
Absolutely.
Like legit win the championship.
They got a million wings. They got people who can score. They got, Kyrie who can run the offense.
They got a great coach.
They got Jason Tatum.
They have a great coach. They can actually win the championship right now. They can beat the Warriors.
The Wizards.
Absolutely.
Everybody can beat the Wizards. No, I'm just saying. But they can beat the Warriors right now in a 7-game series. It may go 7, but they can beat the Warriors.
Y'all hear what Hill's saying? What y'all think about that out there? Can the Celtics beat the Warriors in a 7-game series? Please let us know. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I said healthy.
He did air quote that thing. So let me rephrase that. Do y'all think a healthy Celtics can beat the Warriors in a 7-game series?
While we still on the NBA, on a scale of 1 to Rick James, how high is Jimmy Butler?
I'm gonna go. You know what? I ain't even gonna say that. That would be kind of rude to the king. But
I don't think he's high at all. I mean,
You hear the list?
Yeah, I saw the list, but that's his that's his personal. It's a personal decision for him, bro.
Oh, so you don't want to win? Is that what he's saying?
He may be. Some people value, their values are different. You value winning. It's clear. From your tone. You feel me?
Clear as
but that doesn't mean that he's high off Rick James. He got priorities in his life. I respect him for staying true to himself. Don't follow the narrative. That's what we're about at this show, and he definitely changing the narrative.
To
I'm
what?
not going to Brooklyn Nets for nobody.
Me neither.
I don't care.
I'm not going to any New York team in the NBA.
And 2 of them is on his list.
So clearly he want to be in New York for some reason. That's why I said it's something personal. That's what I'm getting from that.
So what's wrong with him? That's what we trying to figure out. Which
I
drug
don't
test?
think
Drug test coming
nothing
out?
wrong with him. Maybe he got some loved ones out there. This is all speculation. I don't have no sources on that. But
It just hurt me. It hurt me. Jimmy Butler is my favorite player. Yes, Jimmy Butler is my favorite NBA player.
well, that's what you get.
Yep. When you
you
bank
get.
on Jimmy Butler, this is what I get. I get the Clippers, Nets, or the Knicks. This is what I get? Come on, man.
Your vouchers don't be that good. That's offline, but Jimmy Butler and now this decision he making, yeah, I'm real confused on who you be picking. So now on, I know if somebody that you pick, I'm staying far away from him.
See, that's why you had to take it personal, AJ. That's sad. I tried to vouch for your fruit snacks, and you gonna come to me direct shot at me. That's why your fruit snacks got 8.
Yeah, that's exactly why they got 8. And see what happens, man. See what happens. People throw you under the bus out there. Like, be careful out here in the real world when you navigate. You never know who's really for you or who's against you. People got ulterior motives, man.
Used to be my
Don't worry
homie.
about that, because I'm gonna edit this out the podcast.
Used to be my homie. Now you act like you don't know me.
And we got a video portion that you don't edit, so don't forget that part.
Hold on, remember I'm sending the video in too.
Yeah, we got our half too.
Damn it. But all right, can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
Shoot.
After last week, man, is Willie Taggart putting the end to black coaches in college football? Because it's looking real grim.
I said it last week, and y'all tried to play me.
Tried to ride for our brother, dog.
I said it last
He's
week.
not gonna make it out the end of the season.
I don't think so,
if you
bro.
Just think about it, man. It's like
They buying him
it's
out.
looking real ugly. You got
He might settle.
Arizona.
He might settle on a buyout.
Hey, look.
It's so bad he might settle,
even in the
bro.
pro game, like Mike Tomlin, he's losing his locker room. Like you got AB missing practice.
Yeah.
You got Le'Veon on jet skis talking about, give me my money, and they can't pay him. So when he gonna show up? Like, just what's going on?
But if he know they can't pay him, why won't he just come in? Like,
nah, he gotta play. He gotta fully commit.
But if they don't have it on the books to pay you this year, what are they supposed to do, bro?
Hey,
realistically,
if they don't have it on the books to pay me, I'm gonna stay.
His agent should have told him, like, he should have had a personal meeting. He should have said, "Look, I just looked at the whole salary cap. It's impossible, man. They can try to move around a few pieces. If they don't do that, and it does, and the players don't agree, it can't work this year. Le'Veon, sign a tender.
What happened? You said it's business, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't be. I ain't mad at him.
That's what I'm saying. So he got to fully commit to this and ride this out.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, and that's his fault that the team is blowing up. Not Mike Thomas.
Y'all budge on my demands, so I'm just supposed to budge on y'all demands and show up when y'all want me to. Nah, it's not about that, because y'all not the ones on the field getting hurt. I cut wrong. I tear my ACL. Like, that brings my value down. At least when I go into my next contract, negotiations, I'll come in and say, look, I got fresh legs. I'm 100% healthy.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
My issue with the
But are they
Steelers,
gonna Dez Bryant him now?
Nah, you know better than that.
I'm just saying, anything's possible.
My issue with the Steelers, though, they have a cultural issue that Mike Tomlin did create, and the only way to change the culture is for him to leave. Like, it's time for him to go. Like, I believe if he got fired or he was released or whatever, he would get another head coaching job. He's that good.
I mean, in his first 11 years, he's the most. Only Don Shula's won more games than him.
Like, he's that good. So I'm not worried about him getting another job. Like, he'll get another job in a heartbeat.
But I feel like he's the Steel City all the way, man.
Then it's time to. Then they got to blow it up. They got to blow some
lose
things
your
up.
voice
Then
in the locker room, it's over. Unless you
It's
make
these
market
new type
improvements or
players,
market
man.
changes, like,
These younger players, it's a whole different generation. I think there's
it's
a disconnect.
everybody.
Yeah, man, that's
it's
what I'm saying.
the lineman talking. Like, we got the best offensive line. Well,
bad,
one of the best offensive line. I ain't never heard none of my linemen do
People
anything.
talk now.
Like,
There's platforms everywhere. Like, everybody has a
Everybody
phone in their
talking.
pocket. You can say whatever you want from your couch, and it can go viral.
I think, but back to Willie. he got to ride out this year. You got to give him a chance.
I want him gone.
Nah,
I'm just going to say that, man.
If everybody
If
everybody else get a chance,
I want Willie Taggart fired.
If everybody else get a chance,
fired.
If everybody else gets a chance, why he can't get a year?
It's been the worst Florida State season of my life.
Yeah, it's bad.
It ain't over.
So far.
It's bad.
We almost lost to Sanford, like you said.
Sanford.
Look, man, I feel like the one thing that Willie Taggart has always had in his back pocket is he's known as a great recruiter. We seen what last season was looking like before they pulled out these last few victories under Jimbo from his last season. So let Willie get a couple of his recruiting classes in, and let's just see. Because one thing that I can say, we have a terrible offensive line.
I just think you've been optimistic, bro, because you're a fan.
I'm not being optimistic. I know what it's like when your offensive line is terrible. It ruins your whole team.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that, and that's his fault.
How was it his fault?
Listen, man. I don't care how long he been here. We look bad. I have to go into work on Monday. People know that I'm a Florida State fan, and I am embarrassed to get out my car in the parking lot, bro. Like, they waiting on me.
Were you embarrassed last year?
Not like this. I talked a lot of trash. We got Willie Taggart.
You had to Like we have
Black coach will show y'all how to do
So
it. Coming to the ACC Power Conference. This is what I've been saying, bro. Willie, you let me down.
Definitely let us down.
No, I'm not gonna say he let me down. I just had higher.
Unless he turn it around.
Because of the hype that he was coming
If you
in.
turn it around, you have to win every game from here on out to sell me, Willie.
Yeah, this ain't, you know what I'm saying, this ain't J. Cole letting Nas down level, but he letting us down. He letting us down, brother. He not fixing this narrative. He not fixing this narrative.
All right, so I think it will be removed from us to go on this week and not mention this.
Remiss.
Whatever you want to say, you know.
Both of them.
Yeah. Man, Baker Mayfield.
Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Listen. Let me finish. I didn't say anything about him being great or anything like that.
What we pumping the brakes for?
I'm saying, bro, I told people that he had it.
Yep.
You cannot measure it.
Yep.
And I saw it
Yep.
through the TV screen. I mean, the ball. He's not the biggest quarterback. Don't have the strongest arm, but the velocity. It was popping. It was tight spiral. Right on the money.
You know the Browns supposed to be undefeated? The Browns.
He came in and got him a win right away.
The Browns are supposed to be undefeated right now.
But that is my point. That's why I'm saying pump the brakes on, the super Baker Mayfield hype. I know you saying he's not.
I'm not
great
saying
or
the
whatever,
super.
But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, yes, the Browns were already supposed to come into that game 2-0 with
So what?
Tyrod Taylor.
But they didn't. But they didn't.
Hold on, but wait a second. So when Baker Mayfield came into the game, the Jets changed their entire defensive scheme. When Tyrod Taylor was in the game,
That's their
they
fault.
were blitzing, they were putting pressure on.
Todd
When
Bowles,
Baker
defensive
Mayfield
coach.
came in the game.
You can't
they were
rattle a
sitting
rookie?
back like they were just sitting
In his
back,
debut?
letting him
I'm sitting in the house.
protocol.
Yeah, come
They
on
weren't
now.
making foot
I'm not
pressure.
changing anything.
So
I'm
just-
blitzing.
Hold on, wait. Let me finish. So my whole thing is, let's pump the brakes because they supposed to be 2-0 playing the Steelers and what was it, the Saints?
Mm-hmm.
And then they come in with the Jets. Let's not forget, the Jets had the number 3 overall pick. The Jets, it's not like they're just, some, at least mediocre to above average team. They steal the Jets. So, like I said, I ain't really sold on him yet. If he's going to be the starter going forward, I need to see some more because I guarantee you it's going to come back to earth.
Didn't the Steelers have like 6 turnovers against the Browns that week one?
Yeah.
And
And Tyrod couldn't do nothing?
couldn't do nothing.
He couldn't do nothing on offense? Nothing?
I'm saying the team got behind Baker, man.
I'm saying Baker could have got them at least one play that they needed to win that game. Now, them losing to the Saints, that's all the kicker. That was all the kicker. It was, it's nothing, you know what I'm saying? It didn't really matter. It was all the kicker.
Yeah.
Kicker missed. He just missed another kick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't. It was nothing you can say about that. But
he kicked one too low against the Steelers and had it blocked to win the game.
yeah, but that wasn't that was in overtime.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they may have had 6 of
The 6 turnovers had already happened, and you did nothing with them.
Nothing.
That's what you know. What I'm saying, you did nothing with them.
And then the way he came out against the Jets, because like you saying, the Jets they're mediocre at best. Tyrod was struggling against them, man.
Struggling, looking bad.
Looking bad, bro.
Pressure. They didn't blitz Baker at all.
And that's their
Whose
fault.
fault is that?
Is Baker supposed to? Should we not give him credit because they didn't blitz him? He got to determine whether they're blitzing or not. That's a hard thing to do.
If you don't blitz a rookie, then you just stupid. Point blank period.
Flat
Game
stupid.
up the game. Why you not blitzing a rookie? I'm a Bengals fan. If you blitz Andy Dalton and you
Man, he was letting that thing go as soon as his back foot hit, bro. So I don't even think the blitz would have mattered.
So what? So when Baker goes out there and beat the Raiders next week, then what? Because I'm already predicting that.
I'm predicting it too.
The Raiders' best pass rusher lives in Chicago. I don't care about that. The Raiders suck.
So that's another excuse, right? We're still talking about the Browns. You do remember this, right?
At some point, AJ has never ever. I want y'all to know that there's a whole backstory to this Baker Mayfield thing. Where AJ, he hated on Baker Mayfield all throughout college.
I didn't hate on
All
Baker
on his
Mayfield.
Heisman campaign.
Definitely hated. Yeah.
All on his Heisman campaign, and all he did was clean up every award last year. And you still didn't give him the credit when it happened.
I gave him his props and said, hey, he did what he's supposed to do, but I'm not. All I said was I'm not sold on him in the NFL, and that hasn't changed yet. And a win over the Jets
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, I
That's what
think
I'm saying.
Cleveland has found something in Baker Mayfield that they did not have or have not had for a very, 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 very long time.
And that's that it.
No, it's not an it. It's
That's
a
the
spark.
it. It's
They
the
feel
it.
like they have a spark. He hasn't
it.
shown me the it yet. The it is a different level.
The it. You didn't feel that? You didn't feel that?
I felt it, man.
I felt the spark because people wanted him.
I
People
felt
loved
it. You
him.
know how I know,
Overall,
bro? They hated Baker Mayfield in Ohio, man. They didn't even like him there, and they was sold. Had the whole stadium cheering for him. They sold, man. They done embraced him, man.
Hey, Cleveland, they just wanted, they just want something. So, at the end of the day, I'm not sold yet. I need more.
I know. Once again, this is episode 2. This is not about to be a routine, but once again, I gotta apologize to Cannon. Once again,
What?
I just said it's not gonna be a routine. Don't get but that Clay Matthews personal foul. Come on
That was
now.
awful.
Come on now. And Cannon specifically asked her, "How do you hit the quarterback?" He asked her, and we gave him that textbook answer. You know what I'm saying? You hit him in the midsection, you do what you gotta do.
Drive it.
You don't hit him in, you know what I'm saying? You hit him in the hit zone, you do everything that they told us where you supposed to hit him at. Clay Matthews did that. Clay Matthews even put his hand down to make sure he didn't drive.
And it was a soft hit, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I was in disbelief.
And they still gave him the flag. And then that moment right there, I'm watching it. I'm like, gotta apologize to Cannon again. We don't know what a hit is. We don't know how you get caught. After that,
no,
we don't know what you do.
I know what it is, and you said it during our little text argument. The only way to tackle or sack the quarterback without getting a flag is to strip sack him, bro. You have to. Once he fumbles that ball, you can do anything to him, and they won't throw a flag. Not anything. I took it too far. But you can pretty much tackle him after that. Once that ball comes loose, that's the only time they don't throw the flag, man. Other than that,
yeah, just start pushing them down, yo.
Even if you push them too hard, I guarantee you they'll throw a flag. And that just brings me. I want to bring up one more question. Why are we protecting one player more than all the other players?
Because if we're in a passing league, who are you gonna protect? The person who passes.
I
right?
understand that, but in the lieu of concussions and all these leg injuries and all this stuff that's been happening in the NFL, why wouldn't we be trying to protect everyone?
They're actually, they tried to.
Yeah, they are.
They tried.
I tried to change the narrative.
They tried.
It didn't work. I tried, y'all.
It's definitely two-hand touch out there. I can play in this league. Because I couldn't tackle for nothing.
But see the defense. But now it's almost impossible to play defense though.
Put me in the game, coach. I can do nothing out there like everybody else doing.
Just grab.
Mm-hmm.
3-second hold. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Hey fellas.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Just pause for a second. I gotta get my charger.
We're gonna pause. We taking a pause for the calls for AJ, but it's almost that time out there in the land for episode 2 to come to the end. But I'm guessing AJ got something else you want to add. You got anything you want to add in the meantime, Hill?
Nah, I'm good. I think I said what I had to say. I already apologize. I'm done with you.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm done with you.
I'm pretty sure when AJ comes back, he is going to ask us about our fantasy thought.
You see me searching
of the
now,
week.
right?
Yeah, I see you searching. I want to go out and publicly say, I told the fellas last week, I said if T.Y. Hilton goes out there and makes 100 yards, it was dinner on me. He only put up 83. In PPR leagues, he wasn't a fantasy thought. If you had a standard league, he was a fantasy thought.
He scored.
I mean, it wasn't good enough, though. It wasn't going to help you get that win, especially if you was playing somebody like me last week.
You had 200 points, like it didn't matter.
In two different leagues.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. When you throw 200 points, ain't no defense for 200 points.
Ain't no D for it because it's happened to me before.
Yeah.
Man, whatever, Cannon. How you get 200 points in 2 different leagues? You cheating. You got the algorithm.
Nah, bro. I just been in the lab, bro.
Right.
I be listening. I steal a little bit from everybody. I listen to y'all what y'all reveal, what my coworkers reveal, and I take every little piece of information, I make it my own.
I'm telling you, AJ trying to reveal no secrets.
Yeah, but you let them slip all the time. Once that Jameson flows.
Yeah, we ride. We watching you, bro.
I'm telling you, man, I'm coming over the hump this year. Ain't no more losing in the championship.
Oh, you are the Buffalo Bills in the 90s of fantasy.
This sucks.
I'm trying to get over the hump too. I ain't even gonna lie.
I'm tired of coming to third place in my league, like for real. So I'm trying to come over the hump too. I need this money.
I need this money.
My girl is expensive.
You got your fantasy thought of the week, AJ?
Yeah, I mean, is that what y'all want? Y'all want a fantasy thought of the week?
Yeah, let's get it. The people want it, man.
I think the people want that.
Fantasy thought of the week, man. Stay the hell away from Marvin Jones. I know they're going against New England, and New England been sus, on defense this year, but please. Marvin Jones, he ain't the one. I'm not sold. And he's on my team.
Ooh, yeah, that hurt. I know it hurt when it's on your team. That's when it really hurt.
Yeah, man.
My fantasy thought for the week. I know he was some of y'all guys' first round pick, but you better bench him this week. I'm talking about David Johnson.
Ew.
He ain't giving you nothing, and I don't think it's his fault. I don't think it's his fault, but he about to be a whole thought. Have y'all seen this Bears defense?
Yeah. That thing looking like 85.
It's about to get ugly for David Johnson. It's about to
After
get
running the 46.
ugly. If you can find anybody, just bench David Johnson, please. You're not gonna get nothing. I know it's your first round pick. I know, you try to ride with your first round pick. It's hard to bench your first round pick, but do something with David Johnson other than playing.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I told Hill pre-draft in my fantasy league, there ain't no way I will ever draft a David Johnson unless it's deep. So with that being said, my fantasy thought of the week. My fantasy thought of the week is, it's tight ends hard to find this year, man.
Yes.
If you got Jordan Reed, man, you got to sit him down, man.
Yes.
You have to sit him down. We playing Green Bay. I don't know what happened. If Washington passing game looked like it looked last week, because we got some linemen out. Alex not going to have no time. Sit Jordan Reed. You heard it here.
That's beautiful. I know somebody who got him in their lineup. I ain't gonna say no names.
So with that being said, fellas, y'all got any last thoughts before we head out for episode 2?
Well, I meant to say it last time before we, really got things going. So I would be, like I said, I just want to make sure I get this in, just to pay my respects. R.I.P. to Mac Miller and Bolton Jean, both of them. Those are 2 tragic losses. I wanted to say that.
Yeah. Positive thoughts to their families of those 2. And with that being said, y'all know where y'all can find us at Hill. Let them know where they can find us.
On Instagram, 3manweave_, Facebook, 3manweave. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave. And we are the 3-Man Weave.
And we out. Until next time.
Yeah.
Peace and one love.
Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave. We come at you with topics. No, you cannot stop it.